Hey guys, it's Bro You Whack, and compared to the first Overwatch 2 beta, the second one didn't really have a lot of major hero changes. But today that all changes because MOIRA and Mercy got some pretty huge changes. First we'll go over MOIRA because this is more of the traditional hero change that we come to expect, because now she has a brand new ability called Necrotic Orb. This is going to be replacing the Damage Biotic Orb, but it's going to be like the exact same look, the exact same animation, but have a different effect. And how the Necrotic Orb works is that you're going to throw an absolute fastball with MOIRA, and if you make direct contact with an enemy, you're going to do 40 total points of damage plus 10 points of splash damage. But if you don't hit an enemy directly with your Necrotic Orb, you're only going to do 10 points of damage in a specific radius. Now, doing 10 to 50 damage to an enemy doesn't seem like a lot, but it's the after effect that you get the most value out of the Necrotic Orb, because whether you make direct impact or you splash the enemy with the orb, you're going to have this weaken effect applied to the enemy for about 4 seconds. This means the enemy weakened by your Necrotic Orb is going to have all damage reduced by 75% for 4 total seconds. Now that's the most notable change to MOIRA, but that's not the only change. Of course, the damage orb did get replaced by a Necrotic Orb, but the healing orb got some massive nerfs where the total healing output got reduced from 300 to 250, and the cooldown increased 2 whole seconds from 8 to 10. Plus the self-healing that she got whenever she sucks somebody up, pause, got reduced from 24 healing per second down to 20 per second. And if all those nerfs weren't enough for you, the fade cooldown increased by 1 whole second. No! They completely demolished my girl MOIRA. But you want to talk about a girl getting ruined, then let's talk about Mercy and her Guardian Angel changes. An ability that's just been ravaged throughout the entire history of the Overwatch 2 beta for whatever reason. And here they're changing it again by applying a meter that charges depending on how long you Guardian Angel with Mercy. And how this new charge ability works is that once you cancel the Mercy Guardian Angel with your jump, depending on how far you Guardian Angel, it will launch yourself forward, in the air, or backwards depending on how much you charged with your Guardian Angel. And when testing this ability, I don't know if I'm just bad or if this is really just the limit of height that you can get with Mercy, but you really don't go that high with Mercy in comparison to Mercy's Overwatch 1 super jump, where you're really like noticeably able to send yourself flying. And besides that change, the other notable change that I actually think is good is the ability to send yourself backwards with Mercy, which is very helpful because Mercy, she's not supposed to go into the enemy front lines, but oftentimes than not, if you're trying to dodge the Tracer or the Genji that's on your booty in the back, you have no choice but to send yourself to the front line. And how you activate this Guardian Angel charge is relatively easy. At any point during the Guardian Angel, you just cancel the flight with your jump ability. And how you send yourself flying backwards is that you press the back button, whether it's the S button or back on the controller, and jump at the same time. And those are the only changes that Mercy got, and those are the 2 only heroes that we got in this patch note. Like, literally no other hero changes. And like I said before, and it's kind of surprising because, well, isn't the beta supposed to experiment with hero changes? With the exception of when the second beta released initially, we really haven't seen a lot of those changes. And the changes that we do see, at least when it comes to the Mercy community, isn't all that necessary. Like, a lot of them don't really like the fact that they're messing with the Guardian Angel, and I understand why they're doing it, because they're trying to make the super jump a readily known ability to anybody that picks up Mercy, but I feel like it's one of those things that just made Mercy very unique, but also gave her a set tier of skills that only true Mercy mains knew how to play with. And the way that they constantly are changing the Guardian Angel, and the way that they're constantly trying to change Guardian Angel, I don't see them really going back to the way that Mercy was in Overwatch 1 when Overwatch 2 releases. But when it comes to MOIRA's changes, I feel like this was something that was coming, because when it comes to MOIRA, it's not like she's a skillless hero, but she's more of a forgiving hero. Everything about her is forgiving. You want to do damage, your crosshair doesn't even need to be on the enemy. You want to heal your team, you just gotta spray and pray. Literally spray and pray. And your orbs, they go back and forth and bounce all around, and if you know geometry a little bit, then you're able to get the full value of your healing orb, even if you do it at the worst time. And the damage orb is the epitome of MOIRA being a forgiving hero, because you just gotta throw the damage orb in the vicinity of the enemy and it will do damage. Here you actually have to hit the enemy, but if you manage to hit the enemy and have skillful aiming with MOIRA, then you're gonna get rewarded with the weaken ability. And I feel like with this Necrotic Orb, that weaken effect is really gonna have a similar effect like how Ana's anti-grenade has in a game, where if you splash an enemy, everyone's gonna dogpile dogpile on an enemy that is antied. Well, with Moira, if you weaken the enemy, you're all gonna dogpile on that one enemy. And Moira really doesn't have that effect in Overwatch 1 where she can really change the tide of the game. Now, that might not happen right away because people are gonna still have to practice with the Necrotic Orb, and of course the beta is going away next week, so we're gonna have to wait until the third beta or until Overwatch 2 comes out to fully understand if Necrotic Orb is gonna make Moira the best healer, the worst healer, or still a very mediocre hero. But I wanna know your guys' thoughts on Moira and Mercy's changes, especially Mercy, because I don't know why they focus so much on her. Just leave her alone and focus on other heroes. Symmetra needs major reworks, Blizzard, alright? But anyway guys, I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. More Overwatch and Overwatch 2 videos to come, and bye.